So far we have completed uh, till this part, till this layer. Till the back tire and the back hood layer. This was what we have done in the previous video. So let's move to the next video, the last part of the car, which is this layer and this layer. So let's hide the part that we have completed. So for this layer and this layer, we'll create a new controller. So for that, we'll select both of them, press Ctrl D, move them upwards. Now we'll select these layers. So first of all, we'll enable this layer, and just as we have done till now, we'll make this layer go off the visibility. So for that, we'll open the animation set driven key menu bar, and we'll make this object as the driven object. Select the controller, make it as the driver, and now we'll go to we'll make the controller as the freeze transform, and this also. So now at the 0 position of the controller, the old car body part will be visible like this only. It will be at its native position, and so for that, we'll select the driver, that was this one, and we'll select the translate Z. We'll select the body part, and in the body part we'll key the translate, sorry, not the translate, we'll key the scaling X value, and we'll put a key over here. Then we'll move the controller a bit forward till this much. We'll select the object, we'll press R, we'll take the object outwards like this, and we'll key it. Then we'll make the object go off the visibility. So for that, we'll first of all select this final value, Control X, Control C, sorry, and then we'll select the object. We'll go to Edit Mesh, we'll go to Cut Faces tool, we'll place the Cut Faces tool somewhat around over here, press W, press Ctrl A, select the Delete Faces tool, press Select. Then we'll make it as the driven object. We'll move the controller to the 0 position, we'll press Ctrl A, and we'll select the Z axis, we'll key it, we'll move the controller to the value that we copied, Ctrl V, enter, we'll select this value, we'll move the controller like this so that the object is off the visibility, and we'll press key. And after that, we'll make this back body parts new layer visible, and so for that we want this layer to be hidden till this point. So we'll select this first part, so what we'll do is, first of all, we'll select this part, we'll press R, we'll take it inwards, we'll press W, we'll take it above over here, and we'll make both of these parts hidden until this point of the controller. So we'll select this controller, we'll press Ctrl C on this value, and then we'll select this part, or first of all this part, no, maybe we'll select this part. We'll go to Edit Mesh, Cut Faces tool, we'll place the Cut Face tool above these parts, press W, press Ctrl A, go to Polycut, and then we'll press Delete, we'll select the cut faces tool and we'll make it as a driven object. We'll select the center Y, we'll press Ctrl A, we'll put key over here, we'll take the controller forwards to maybe 0.027 and we'll select the polycut, we'll make the part come into visibility like this and we'll press key again. Then we'll select this object, we'll keep this object hidden until maybe like till this point over here. So for that, what we'll do is we'll select this object, we'll first of all, what we'll do is first of all we'll select this object, we'll make it as a driven object, then we'll key its scaling value, that was scaling X, and the translate Y value, and we'll put a key over here. Then we'll move the controller a little bit forwards like this much and we'll select this part and we'll place its scaling value to 1 and the Y value to 0. That is its final position, and we'll select key and we'll move it to the back to this position over here and we'll keep it hidden till maybe like this much part. So we'll select this part, we'll go to edit mesh, cut faces tool, we'll go to the side view by pressing the space bar and we'll add a cut faces tool above it over here like this much. Press W, press Ctrl A, press delete faces, select the polycut tool, we'll make it as a driven object, we'll press Ctrl A again and we'll press space bar and go to perspective view and then we'll add we'll key the Y axis and we'll put a key over here like this. We'll move the controller forwards to maybe this position and then we'll select the polycut and we'll make it visible like this and we'll add a key over here. So it goes like this. So let's move to the second layer, that would be this one, old bumper. So this is a heavy layer, it contains a lot of parts like this one and this one and this one. So in this layer what we'll do is we'll take the controller to its 0 position. First of all, we'll add a key on this layer, so we'll make this object as the driven object and we'll add a key on this translate Z axis and the translate Y axis first of all. So we'll select these two objects and we'll press key, then we'll move the controller forwards like this much and take this object and move it like this and this and then we'll press key again. We'll select the second layer like this and we'll press a key, we'll make it as a driven object, we'll key the translate by and translate Z and we'll add a key, then we'll move the controller a bit forwards and take it like this and like this maybe till this much of value and we'll add a key over here. Then we'll select the controller and we'll select this object. We'll select this object first of all, we'll go to edit mesh, we'll go to cut faces tool, we'll add a cut face tool over here, press W, press Ctrl A, press delete faces, select the cut faces tool, make it as a driven object, select the Y axis, press Ctrl A, press key over here, then move the controller a bit forwards and select the polycut and make the object go off the visibility like this. Press key, repeat the same process with this object. So for that we'll select edit mesh, cut faces tool, place the cut face tool below this object, press W, press Ctrl A, delete faces, select, make driven, select the Y axis, press Ctrl A again, and we'll key it, move the controller forwards like this, and we'll select the polycut and we'll make the object go off the visibility like this, and we'll add a key. So this is what is happening right now. And along with that, we'll keep this below part of the bumper visible till now, till this part of the controller. And for that we'll take edit mesh, cut faces tool, and we'll add a cut faces tool somewhat around over here. Press W, press Ctrl A, delete faces, select, Ctrl A, we make it as a driven object. We'll select the Z axis, we'll make it visible right now like this. We'll add a key, we'll move the controller forwards like this, and we'll select the polycut. We'll make this below part also go vanish like this, and we'll add a key. Then we'll open the new back bumper layer, that is this one. We'll make the old layer as the reference layer. We'll enable the wireframe on shaded view. We'll make these older layers hidden. Then what we'll do is, what we want is that these below layers are hidden at least until this point. So for that, what we'll do is we'll first of all key this layers, this object, and for that we'll select this object as a driven object. We'll take the Y axis of this object and take it somewhat over here, and the Z axis of this object, and we'll add a key, and then we'll take it to this, maybe till this position, like this, and we'll select this part, this object, and we'll add 0 values over here. We'll add key, then for making it go invisible, we'll take this object to this position, we'll select the object, we'll go to edit mesh, cut faces tool, we'll add a cut faces tool above this object like this, press W, press Ctrl A, press delete faces, press select the tool, make it as the driven object, Y, Ctrl A, and we'll put a key over here. We'll move the controller to this part, we'll select the object, and we'll make it visible like this. We'll add a key. And along with that, we want this part to be invisible at this position. So for that we'll select edit mesh and cut faces tool, and we'll add the cut face tool below it. Sorry, control that, we'll add the cut face tool above it, press W, press Ctrl A, we'll add delete faces, we'll select this tool, we'll make it as a driven object, select the Y axis, press Ctrl A again, and key it. Then we'll move the tool, move the controller like this much, and we'll then select this object, we'll make it visible, we'll add a key over here. So this is what is happening right now. Okay, so now this part and this part has been left, so we'll make this part hidden until maybe till, I'll keep this part hidden till this part over here. So we'll select this part, we'll go to edit mesh, cut faces tool, we'll add a cut faces tool over here like this, press W, press Ctrl A, press delete faces, we'll select the cut faces tool, we'll add delete we'll add the driven add this object as a driven object, we'll press Ctrl A again, then we'll select the plane center plane Y, and we'll add a key over here. We'll move the controller till this position, to like this much, and then we'll select the polycut and we'll make the object come into visibility, and then we'll add key. So now only this object has been left. So for this object we'll go to cut faces tool, place the cut face tool over here, press W, press Ctrl A, we'll add delete faces, select, make it as the driven object, select the Z axis, press Ctrl A again, and we'll keep this object hidden till this part. So we'll select the polycut, we'll make it hidden, add key, Z key, and then we'll move the controller a bit forwards like this much, and then we'll make the object come into visibility like this, and then we'll add key again. So this is how it comes and goes off the visibility. Then after this, what we'll do is we'll then we'll key these layers. So we'll key this layer. So what we'll do first of all is we'll select all these layers and combine them. So for that we'll go select these layers and select these objects and shift right click and we'll add combine over it, and then we'll make it add it to this layer. We'll repeat the same process for the new car base. So we'll select these layers like this, like this, like this. I'll add shift right click and we'll combine them, and we'll add them to the selected layers. For delete history, center pivot, we'll enable this one, delete history, center pivot. So now what we'll do is we'll enable the old car layers. First of all, we'll keep it visible till this part. So for that we'll first of all go back to this part. We'll select this layer, we'll go to edit mesh, cut faces tool, we'll add a cut faces tool over here, Control Z, we'll add a cut faces tool over here, press W, press Control A, delete faces, select the tool, make it as the driven object, press Control A again, select the Z axis, and we'll add a key. Then we'll move the controller halfway down till this much position maybe, and then we'll select this polycut tool, and then we'll make it go invisible like this, and then we'll add a key, and you see this major part is visible over here, so we'll key it all duplicate its visibility now. So for that, we'll select this tool. We'll make this part as the driven object. We'll take it somewhere around this position, this first position, and we'll add a key on the visibility, and we'll add a key, and we'll take it to the final position, that will be this one, and we'll add 0 over here. Sorry, Control Z, 0 on this part. So this 0 and key. So this is what we get till halfway down. And then after that, we'll enable the new layer, and we need to keep this layer invisible till this part. So we'll select this layer, we'll go to edit mesh, cut faces tool, and then we'll add it over here and press W, press Ctrl A, delete faces, select it as the driven object, select the center Z, add a key, press Ctrl A again, then take the controller somewhat around over here, and we'll select this part and we'll add it in the visibility like this, and add key. So this was the rig for this was like the last part of the rig that we were supposed to transform. And now, as you can see, we have done this layer, so we'll add green over this, and we've done this layer, so we'll add green over this. So now we have completed all the layers having green layers. Yes, we have completed this one also, so we'll add green over here. So now these are the layers that are common to the car, these 3 layers over here also. So for these layers, we'll make a controller, single controller, that will just take them inside and out, then bring them outside just as the new part comes into view. So that we'll do in the next video. Thank you.